Okay, let's start. And I'm going to use elimination to do the problem. And yeah, there's a couple of different ways of doing it. And the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to multiply the top equation by m. All right, let's do that. I'll show you why I did it. And you get minus m squared x plus y minus mn x minus y is equal to minus 2m. And the bottom equation, what do you get? Not doing much with it. It's m squared x plus y minus n squared x minus y equals m minus n. Well, if you add that together, it's not a bad thing to add together, but I'll do that for you. You get minus mn x minus y minus n squared x minus y equals minus 2m. Well, you know what? Maybe I could do that, or it would take much more quickly, and I'll do that. I'm sorry. That would be minus m minus n. And I'm going to factor out the x minus y now. And what do you get when you do that? Well, you're going to get minus mn minus n squared. And that equals minus m minus n. I'm going to keep working on it, x minus y, and I'm going to factor out an n. And what do you get there? Minus m minus n equals minus m minus n. Well, immediately what I notice about it, provided that minus m minus n is not 0, that this thing would divide away. So what do you get over here? By the way, I'm saying that minus m minus n is not 0. All right? They're not 0. All right? When I do that. So what do you get over here? You get x minus y equals 1 over n. Well, that's convenient. So now the question comes is, what are you going to do with that? Well, there's a lot of things you could do with that. I mean, for example, you could substitute it back in up here now. And I kind of see it. I'm going to write this down now. M x plus y plus n. And x minus y is 1 over n. Right? That equals 2. Well, again, I'm going to say n is not 0. Let's keep going. What do you get here? M x plus y, and n times 1 over n is 1, so this would be 1. So what do I find out? X plus y is equal to m. I'm sorry. I'm going to get my eraser out. I spoke too quickly. Is 1, oops, I did it again, is 1 over m. Well, let's write this down now. We got two really kind of simple equations now. X minus y equals 1 over n, and x plus y equals 1 over m. Now, there are many roads to that, but let's just write this down. If I add these together, it looks pretty simple. You would get 2x equals, calm down, be mn, and you would get m plus n. So x would be equal to m plus n over 2mn. That's done there. All right? Now, again, there's a variety of ways of getting something else out of it, but I'm still going to be looking at these two over here. And I want to emphasize this. These are really simple equations to look at. All right? You may not agree with that, but I think they're pretty simple to look at. And what I'm going to do now, instead of adding it together, I'm going to subtract them. All right? So I'm going to take this guy and subtract this guy. And let me write that down. So if you did that, you would get 2y equals 1 over m minus 1 over n. Let me just roll this up a little bit. This would be 2y equals mn n minus m. So y would equal n minus m over 2mn. Done. All right? Now granted, one day I do this, another do something different. It's up to you. You decide the path you're going to take. But the path, I believe this is truthful, is the only outcome. Now, certainly there's things I know about this, and I certainly want to say that n plus m can't be 0. I mentioned that before. N can't be 0, m can't be 0, so forth and so on. All right? So they're not asking for restrictions, though. So we're done. Thank you.